It is inevitable that we should learn how phrases or words are being understood for us to be well equipped and create a meaningful conversation. Today we will be discussing the idea behind semantics and pragmatics to help us understood how we should respond or understand the phrases that can be experienced in real life. First, what is semantics? Semantics is the study of meaning, reference, or truth. For example, given a phrase, you can now understand that phrase using the syntax and by understanding the exact or literal meaning of the phrase without relying in the context. Now, what is pragmatics? Pragmatics is the study of how context contributes to meaning. Pragmatics are almost similar to semantics. You still study the syntax of the phrase, but the difference is you also refer to the context of where the phrase is coming from to understand more the phrase being uttered by the speaker.
Now, we are going to understand the idea behind the difference of semantics and pragmatics using the movie Kung Fu Panda 1. But before that, let's have a quick review of what happened in the movie. So the movie is a story about a lazy, irreverent slacker panda named Po, who is the biggest fan of Kung Fu around, which doesn't exactly come in handy while working every day in his family's noodle shop. Unexpectedly choosing to fulfill an ancient prophecy, Po's dream becomes reality when he joins the world of Kung Fu and studies alongside his idols, the legendary Furious Five, Tigress, Crane, Mantis, Viper, and Monkey, under the leadership of their guru, Master Shifu. But before they know it, the vengeful and treacherous snow leopard Tai Long is headed to their way, and it's up to Po to defend everyone from the oncoming threat. Po puts his heart and his grit into the task, and the unlikely hero ultimately finds that his greatest weakness turns out to be his greatest strength.
Now, we're going to apply the idea of semantic and pragmatic in a clip. To fully understand the idea behind the applications of semantics and pragmatics, I'm going to show you a clip of Kung Fu Panda 1, and after that, we will discuss it in a semantic way and pragmatic way.
What? There is no secret ingredient. It's just you.
There's a phrase in this clip that says, "There's no secret ingredient. It's just you." So, if we're going to understand this in a semantic way, we're going to think that he himself is a secret ingredient, or he is the special ingredient in a recipe. Well, that's great. Now, if we're going to understand it in a pragmatic way, we're not just going to understand the syntax, but we're going to understand also the context of the clip. You would understand that the clip means you can't gain power, knowledge, or even wisdom in just a snap. No. It's just depends on your character and how hard you work for the things that you want. And that in life, there's no shortcuts. It's always the long way. And that's it. That's how we understand it in a pragmatic way. So, did you understand? Well, if not, then there's another video for it.
That panda is not the dragon warrior. He wasn't even meant to be here. It was an accident.
There are no accidents.
Yes, I know. You've said that already. Twice.
Well, that was no accident either.
Thrice.
My old friend.
Why do you think Master Shifu is counting during their conversations between Ogwe? Semantically, you would just understand literally that Master Shifu is just counting how many times Master Ogwe have repeated his words or phrase. Pragmatically, if we are based in the context and by the flow of their conversation, we could understand that it just means more than that. Master Shifu is tired of how Ogwe shows him the wrong ways, and despite of the fact that he remembers it, Shifu is still confused on how Ogwe views that constant of things. Now, do you fully understand already the difference between semantics and pragmatics? Now for a simple test, we will ask you to watch the last clip and understand it semantically and pragmatically.
Bear fruit before its time.
But there are things we can control. I can control when the fruit will fall. And I can control where to plant the seed. Hiya! That is no illusion, Master.
Ah, yes. But no matter what you do, that seed will grow to be a peach tree. You may wish for an apple or an orange, but you will get a peach.
But a peach cannot defeat Tai Lung.
Maybe it can.
In the movie Kung Fu Panda 1, there's a phrase which says, "The peach can defeat Tai Lung." And the question is how it is related to semantics and pragmatics. So basically, we will understand the passage semantically based on the syntax being used in the sentence and the definitions from dictionaries, in the way that the peach, which is referred to fruit, will eliminate the antagonist of the movie, which is Tai Lung. But on the other hand, if we look deeper, considering the syntax of the phrase and the context being used and how it is used in the movie, we will understand that the peach being used is not referring to a peach fruit, but instead it refers to the main character of the movie, which is the panda. And they use the idea of peach, fruit peach, to symbolize the panda or the main character of the story. And it seems like the author uses idiomatic expressions to make another meaning of the movie, because as the movie suggests, the main character panda was being described as soft and a smooth person, just like the fruit peach, because it's one character and easy to eat. And that's how I understand the movie pragmatically.
Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Shaboom.
Okay, so let us wrap up of what we have discussed today. So, we are discussing the difference of semantics and pragmatics, right? Right, and how it is used in our daily lives. Now, as a summary, semantics simply understands the words or the syntax of the phrase without relying on the context. To simply remember, semantics is for the question, what does it mean? Then you can simply find the exact or the literal meaning of the phrase in the dictionary. That's it. On the other hand, pragmatics, like semantics, it considers the syntax of the phrase or the word being uttered. Unlike semantics, pragmatics also considers the context. Right? Also considers the context of the phrase, how the sentence is being constructed, and how it is used in the sentence. To help you remember, pragmatics is for the question, what does it mean? You will base your understanding from what really is inferred meaning that the speaker wants to portray. Also, if you want to remember during the discussion, we are also using the clips from the movie Kung Fu Panda 1 for you to fully understand the idea behind the semantics and pragmatics. But if you're still confused until now, we can use idioms to help you understand. For example, from the phrase, it's raining cats and dogs. No? An example of a German idiom. You could understand semantically that it literally means it's raining cats and dogs. But pragmatically, you can understand it that it's raining very hard outside. So that's it. That's all. I hope you understand now the idea behind the semantics and pragmatics. Until next time, students.